Give a smile for my camera.
Because you don't smile often.
Wait for the big eyes.
Here we go again, such kindness. Okay, hello everyone. I'm here in Lyon for the tribute to Quentin, who, as you know, was lynched to death by Antifas from the Young Guard. And so this is where it's happening. You know, the far left said it was a neo-Nazi gathering. We're going to see what it's really about. Let's go, okay? So here we can see the police presence that has been deployed to screen the people going to the tribute. I'm going to count. There are 8 CRS vans and already a few hundred people here, 30 minutes before. So, what are you here for?
We're here, first of all, for the memory of Quentin and his family, and also to represent a part of the population that is quite forgotten overall. That is, people don't think about those who are neither extremists nor on one side or the other, who are just here to try to talk a little about patriotism without talking about racism or fascism.
Because the game of La France Insoumise is precisely to link the question of patriotism to racism. Exactly, they're saying if you love France, you're a fascist or neo-Nazi, period.
Do we want to prove them wrong? They didn't understand anything.
We're here for freedom, especially freedom of speech, because it's important. And to not end up there when we're in contradiction with each other. If I talk to someone from the far left, we may not share the same ideas, but I don't want to attack him. That's freedom. We just think differently, and it shouldn't go further than that. Violence. You see, I'm a peaceful person. I don't like violence. I prefer to be in a democratic spirit where, you know, someone has their freedom to think, so not being too extreme either, but that's it.
The thing is, the premise of the left is that the ideas you have inside you lead to violent regimes. That's what they think. They think that you have ideas. Individually, maybe you're not a bad person. But if you vote for example, the Rassemblement National, you're bringing to power ideas that will be fascist, will be Nazi.
Just voting Rassemblement National will bring them. If you're on the right from Les Républicains, you're considered a fascist too? No, but it's true. It's not just Rassemblement National, the right.
It's that voting LFI doesn't lead to violent actions, given what we've just seen and everything we've seen. So there you go. They need to question themselves, the guys from LFI, right? The violence, it's them, and we're in the middle, picking up the pieces. So it's out of the question to just let it happen, first of all, but at the very least, they should tolerate us, tolerate our presence, without calling us fascists.
Sir, I want us to be very objective. You and me, right now, let's look at these people. Okay, we've seen in the media members of La France Insoumise saying that this was a neo-Nazi meeting, etc. We've seen it, those words were spoken. You, what do you see here? Tell me, seriously.
I'm here in tribute to Quentin. And I'm going to say it clearly, I am pro-Israeli. I have no problem being here. I don't see any anti-Semites. I see people who are here to pay their respects. For Quentin, I don't know how the girls see anti-Semites here, but no, that's not possible.
So, tell me, when you look at this gathering, do you see a gathering of extremists or not?
Oh, not at all. There are no fascists here. I heard this morning we were called fascists just for coming to Lyon to pay our respects. About Quentin's death at 23 years old, I'm sorry, but no, that's not it at all, no.
That's not it?
No, it's a moment of reflection because a 23-year-old boy has died. Because we're not allowed to have different ideas from others? What? Well, obviously he died for his beliefs, this poor boy, and with kicks to the head.
But we've seen that the left, on the other hand, doesn't see things that way.
No, I mean, when you discuss this with the left, they blame the far right. I like it because the narrative is already distorted from the truth, you know? The prosecutor arrested 7 people, and some of them are even on the S watch list.
Including 3 parliamentary assistants of Raphael Arnault.
2, 3? Well, maybe 3. Well, listen.
There are 3, all 3 are involved? Yeah.
So it's not okay if we're in a country where we can't say what we think and can't have different ideas from other people? Me, I like people who are left-wing, but I'm more on the other side. I'm sorry, but we have the right to different ideas.
So tell me, what are you doing here?
I often watch your videos and I've always experienced this kind of event through the lens of your videos. And for once, since it's happening in my city and it's accessible and I'm available, above all, I thought, well, I'll come see it for real because it's always more emotionally distant through a video, through the media. So I wanted to see a bit what kind of impact it has when you're actually there in real life, you know?
Afterwards, I try to report things as honestly as possible. By the way, what do you see here around us, honestly?
Well, people, nothing really dangerous, but still...
Because La France Insoumise says that this is a neo-Nazi, fascist gathering, etc. Be careful in the streets because there will be militias that will That's the message they want to get across. Then,
Let's be clear, no, actually, it doesn't seem like there is any, well, I don't think there will be any trouble or that there are any really dangerous people. There are two or three people who seem a little, with tattoos, balaclavas, that kind of thing. Well, it's the same far right, it's the same far left. Well, as long as there isn't any trouble, I want to say, as long as everything goes well, there are some unusual looks, but that's just prejudice. It's the same, isn't it? Are they dangerous people? Are they not dangerous people? I don't know. And Lyon, for me, I've been from Lyon for 20 years. I can clearly see that the situation has been getting worse for years.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
In what way is it getting worse?
Mainly in terms of safety, yeah.
It's noticeable.
Yeah, that's noticeable. But for me, I've often been bothered, assaulted or beaten up. That kind of thing happens regularly on the subway, usually in the evening. Even in previously safe neighborhoods like Lyon's first district and Place des Terreaux, people now get bothered regularly. It's become dangerous and we have to consider where and how we go out. Well, it's a general atmosphere. I travel all over France regularly. It's everywhere. It's the same everywhere, even when it comes to cleanliness. In general, the city is getting worse. The country is getting worse overall. Everywhere.
Girls from the Nemesis group are being strangled. I mean, I'm sorry, but what is this? What kind of behavior is that, strangling girls? There's a problem here. That's not normal. Well, so what I learned, because I didn't know this, is that our world is apparently very much influenced by the left, from what I've heard, whether it's the media, television media, the courts, the justice system, the police. Fortunately, I think she's more on the other side, but it's a bit strange. What? I mean, it's not just the left that should. We all need to be together to govern this country. What? Well, that's it. And under the pretext that we didn't want to let ERN through a few months ago for the elections, I don't even know if it would have passed. But in the meantime, people from the center, like the Macronists and all that, had to vote left to prevent that party from getting through. I mean, it's outrageous, isn't it? What's happening right now is also the president's fault, in my opinion.
He has responsibility in this.
He has responsibility in this, all of it.
They elect LFI candidates who back Raphaël Arnault and the Jeune Gare.
So actually, it's like Russian nesting dolls, you see. That's what it is, Russian nesting dolls.
We see the speeches. They're there. Look, I'm showing you the leaders.
No political or electoral exploitation will be tolerated. Also, any symbol of political affiliation is not allowed either.
I invite everyone to remain dignified and to respect the instructions given by the security service and by the police. Any mask is forbidden, and I mean what I say.
This tribute is taking place for Quentin, and not for our personal echo for Quentin. I ask you to respect these instructions. Thank you.
You saw the instructions, they're clear. Few people are wearing hoods. In fact, I don't see any nearby. No one has a hood here. I thought you would all have hoods, some. You're not here for that, so what are you here for, sir?
To pay tribute to Quentin, following his passing.
I saw Bompard, Mélenchon, and Mathilde Panot call this a neo-Nazi gathering.
They say what they want. They say what they want. We don't care. We're here to pay tribute to someone who passed away, that's all. Afterwards, Mélenchon and Bompard say what they want.
No violence here.
Oh no, I don't think so. No, it's not the day, it's not the place, it's not the time.
Dear gentlemen, good morning.
I'm a little hard of hearing.
No worries, I adapt to any situation. What brings you here?
For Quentin, of course, simply to feel deeply united with him and with his family who are suffering from this terrible event. I'm here because I feel that we need to support each other in the face of life's difficulties and in this very challenging world. And I also come a bit for that, which is already quite a lot.
It's already a lot, that's all?
Yes.
Compared to the France of your childhood?
Yes.
How do you find France today?
Well, actually, I'm disturbed because there are barriers that have broken down, and particularly, I would say, on a moral level. It's a bit surprising, but I think it's a shame that we've abandoned certain moral pillars that used to support a society. We need a form of morality that is deeply human. It's not a restriction, it's a help so that we can live together.
But then, precisely, the left claims to be the guardian of this morality, even to have a monopoly on it.
No, they are not guardians. That's why I'm here. They are absolutely not guardians. No, because precisely they destroyed that. And know that for me, I had a lot of respect, admiration for the left. And it's because it disappointed me that I'm here too.
Why are you here, ma'am?
I'm really upset. I'm extremely moved because a 23-year-old kid was beaten to death for his ideas, just for standing up for people. And it pisses me off.
The thing with the left, what they're saying, is that it was a Nazi who got killed.
Yeah, I know, I heard.
And so we don't cry over Nazis?
Well, I don't get it, but then it's easy. Everyone's a Nazi nowadays.
What does that say about the atmosphere? In France?
I don't recognize the country I grew up in. You can't speak anymore as soon as you have ideas that are different from what is considered acceptable. That's it. You're called a Nazi, a fascist, and I find that hard. And today I'm here for Quentin. Really, without making it political, it's just so disgusting.
There was a philosopher who said, I'm left-wing, that's why I vote right-wing. I thought it was wonderful, and it's true, I still have that social humanist side. But they betrayed us, the left betrayed us.
Tell me, what are these moral fundamentals that we have lost in France?
First, I think there was a respect, perhaps, for our relationships. There have always been tensions, even before. In my childhood, there have always been tensions. But when I went on vacation to the countryside, the anti-clericals and the clericals all went together to the funeral. They helped each other. There was still, despite the differences, the choices, there wasn't that kind of violence. There was a kind of brotherhood. And I think that living together, despite all the limits that have always existed in our humanity, there was still a certain solidarity. And then I think a culture as well, the importance, whether it's peasant culture, working class culture, or bourgeois culture. There was a connection between all those people, if only the love of our country. And then this desire to bear witness to liberty, equality, fraternity. I'll stop here.
No, sir, don't stop while you're doing so well. Basically, behind all of this, ladies and gentlemen, the central issue is immigration. The thing is, on the left, they absolutely don't want anyone to criticize immigration policy. They don't want it criticized. To criticize it is to be a Nazi, to be a fascist, and so it's to deserve death.
Maybe we should pause immigration for a bit. I'm telling you exactly what I think because I come from a country where I was born in Tunisia and we were kicked out. So now, here, France for the French, and those who really want to live like the French live, those who don't, we send them out. And that's it, quite simply, sir.
We have to ask ourselves why the state, the government, the politicians did nothing to stop these violent movements. By the way, the Young Guard, the August 10th Association, yet they keep gathering even with their flags, and they're sometimes present at summer universities. This year again, from France Insoumise, reconstitution of a league, August 10th, what happened? Nothing. The leftist judges are complacent.
I think they appealed to the Council of State, no.
What I mean is that even as long as the appeal hasn't taken place, it's not suspensive. Normally they can't reconstitute, so Generation Identitaire is suspended, the Council of State is done. What violent act did they commit? Nothing. They went to denounce the fact that France had no borders. And today you have ultra-violent movements on the left, and what does the government do? Not much.
What broke that connection? Let's continue thinking about that.
I don't know. I have a lot of questions. It was pretty brutal, especially when I look from one generation to the next. Even if we protested and disagreed and everything, there was a break at some point where we switched over. Is it because of the international aspect? You see, didn't we pay enough attention to preserving a culture that was actually appreciated around the world? We radiated something back then. We had our flaws. We weren't always a model for living, but still, when I reread the history of madness now, France, who was actually on the left, but who is the man? And even the right supported him. You see what I mean? There was a political and cultural culture, and then there was more unity also on the religious level. Now you can feel that everything is scattering a bit, and it's a shame.
There are too many fascists in that gathering. There are fascists there are fascists. You see, from the outside, left-wing people, they see you with the thing, the black hood, all in black. They say to themselves, this guy, he's from a far-right group, etc. That's what they tell themselves.
What can we say to them? We shouldn't generalize, as people today fear for their lives and the situation is complex.
We've reached a point where we have to hide ourselves to express our opinions.
It's problematic. France is becoming, as we all know, something complicated anyway. But I won't say more for today. It's the calm that we need to know how to respect. That's all.
This is a moment of reflection. Today?
Yes, clearly for this young man. Because today, when you think differently, things go badly, and we don't want that. Today, that's all.
We're going to try to take a step back to see if there are people or not. There are people, there are several hundred people, that's for sure. That's the Kraus, actually, Lyon and Antifa, obviously. That's the Kraus building, so there are only students in there. So, New France, is it going well or not?
New France? I don't know which New France we're talking about.
It's France that's opening up to us right here.
Yes, but mainly, we're here for Quentin's tribute. Everything that happened to him.
It's sad.
No matter our party or actions, reaching the point of killing someone means we know beatings and violence exist on both sides. But here they treated a boy like a soccer ball. People are upset and trying to ruin his reputation, but that's not important. What matters is they killed someone who, whether people admit it or not, was the first to help others. I mean, he would go help poor people on the street. He gave of himself, and he didn't care about people's color or where they came from. It's not normal to get to that point, to follow someone like that. What do we really know about what exactly happened? The guy didn't know who he was anymore. In the end, he just said he wanted to go home. He didn't make it far from his home. His friends found him, and they just saw someone fading away who didn't know who he was anymore, who didn't know where he lived. And in the end, just staring into space, he left us. The doctor said it in a way. He wouldn't have had any chance of making it. That's normal. We're supposed to be a country where we have the right to speak, and there's a party that decides not all of us have the right to speak.
Muse, who called Doucet, the mayor of Lyon, a rat, yes.
Absolutely. So the mayor of Lyon, he's worthless, this guy. Honestly, I'm disgusted. He wanted to ban this demonstration simply because he was afraid. If it had been La France Insoumise, if it had been for Palestine, there would have been Palestinian flags everywhere. Okay, Doucet, the mayor of Lyon, he would have agreed. He even refused to put Quentin's photo on the city hall while the region did it. The mayor of Lyon, he doesn't like France, that's it.
You, by the way, in collusion with the Young Guard?
Of course, work with them, obviously, but all the environmentalists, of course, on the eco-left and the activists, that's it, of course. They fight against everything that is French, that's it. In fact, to keep their position, they're ready to sell out, to sell themselves to the new generation, that's it, and sell France, of course. Already they talk about the Great Replacement, they say that, but they're counting on the Great Replacement, on the fact that native French people will disappear in the long run, in 20 or 30 years. Since we're having fewer kids, we're having fewer children, so obviously they're taking advantage of both sides. They're already starting to anticipate the fact that France will no longer exist. So yeah, that's what disgusts me.
It's the anti-France, that's it?
The anti-France, yes, really.
Look at Quentin's portrait over there, the beautiful portrait of Quentin. It's a very dignified gathering. Look, faces uncovered, almost everyone, only a few don't have their faces uncovered. All ages, families, young and older people, that's the truth. I don't know what other media will say, but this is reality. Okay, so now the procession is starting. It's her there on the balcony who shouted Nazis. and nobody reacted. People yelling Nazis now seem like the bus's crazy passengers. That's how they should be taken, and that's actually how they are taken. Here you can clearly see the police presence. That's the end of the procession. We have riot police cards here.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 riot police cards in the back, the same in the front, and there you go. All the streets are closed. Theoretically, it should go well. Thank you. What are they saying, balcony? Didn't they shout Nazis right away? No, they shouted. They're shouting.
They're shouting.
They're shouting. Yes. They're getting out of there. Okay, not too loud, huh? No, they're getting out towards... Hello, is... Tell me, how do you find this gathering?
It makes me very happy because there are a lot of people here, especially many older people, who I think take this tribute to heart. I think the march will be beautiful, and it will also be very solemn.
It's not at all the image that the left, the LFI, wanted to give, who said that it brings together neo-Nazis.
No, not at all. I don't feel like a neo-Nazi anyway.
Are you really sure about that?
Yes, listen, I'm looking, but I don't think I have any swastikas on me.
The thing about this accusation of Nazism that we laugh about because it's so ridiculous, but in itself it's also a call to attack the people who are labeled as Nazis. For example, Quentin, he was labeled as a Nazi by those who were facing him and he died because of it.
Yes, especially since Quentin, in this case, had absolutely nothing to do with what could be called a Nazi. And yes, even from there, all the people who are filming, all the people who are here who ended up being seen as Nazis, indeed, we're taking risks today by showing our faces. But I say it loud and clear, I am not a Nazi, and I am not here as a Nazi or anything like that. I'm here to pay tribute to Quentin, who was killed wrongly.
No, I'm not a Nazi.
No, you're not.
No, not at all. I just love my country and I love people, that's all, and I try to stay human. That's it. It stops there. After that, an injustice. Well, that's it.
Yeah, I understand.
When you gang up on a guy, there's definitely a problem. No, well, I'm going, okay? Yes.
Well, since he's supposedly a neo-fascist, apparently, for neo-fascists, that kind of behavior is acceptable.
Oh yeah, well, I'm not really into fascism and all that crap.
No.
It follows you in your normal life.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything to you, all that. No, not at all. It's all nonsense. All right.
I don't know him, but there you go. No one deserves to die by being beaten up by me.
What's the point?
Otherwise, where are we going with this? If everyone does that, even at school, the kids, after bullying and everything, it's just great. They could have just debated simply. You have two opposing people debate. We don't have to hit each other. I mean, I don't know if we all hit each other.
The thing is, they feel like they're in a world where fascism is at the gates of power. And so they tell themselves, actually, they clearly believe they're in 1939. No, but it's true. They think they're in Germany in 1939. And they tell themselves, we can't let Hitler come to power. So they're in a constant state of vigilance and resistance. No, but what I'm telling you is literally what they believe. And since it's their inner world, actually, they're in their inner world, they believe in it 100%. So obviously they attack the guys they consider neo-Nazis and they kill them. It's sad.
I don't know. I don't understand.
Actually, they're in a parallel world, really. It's all in their heads, honestly. I'm telling you, that's how it is. I know them well. I spend a lot of time with them. Unfortunately, not me, but it's crazy. You don't agree with me. I don't know about you.
With that jacket, it's not okay.
Honestly, the jacket isn't great.
It's like a collage from the week.
Come on, stop. Just the jacket. Honestly, just the jacket for fun. Look what happened. There was a problem there. That's not cool.
The glue?
Screw you. Oh no, oh no.
No, but it's collages all week. Why?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. There are quite a few posters for Quentin all week.
Every night of the week, all over Lyon and the surrounding area for Quentin.
How did it go? You weren't intercepted by any militias?
No, it's fine. They weren't out much this week, so it's fine.
Justice for Quentin. Justice for Quentin. Justice for Quentin. Justice for Quentin.
Quentin. Yeah, he's here. Look, Quentin.
Antifa, a murderer. Antifa, un murderer, Mélenchon, in prison, Mélenchon, in prison, Mélenchon, in prison.
Throwing of a projectile from a balcony. What happened?
People throwing things.
Things. Ah, yeah. Hey, do you guys want to step in?
I want to talk. Yeah, I want to talk. Tell me.
What are you doing here? Tell me.
What am I doing here? I'm here to make sure the fascists don't do anything stupid. Oh, yeah, because you know there's a lot of noise and all, it bothers the neighborhood. Yeah, you see, you get it, sir. It's a tribute, yeah, it's a tribute, yeah. Well, yeah, that's all. Everything is in honor of the tribute, and you...
Are you also paying tribute to Quentin?
Yeah, I'm paying tribute because that's how you say it. I condemn what happened. But at the same time, you could say Quentin didn't do the right things either. I mean, he wasn't in the right place at the right time. Yeah, that's just how it is. It's just bad luck, really. It's not the Arabs' fault.
No.
There you go. You said no. That's already a good thing.
No, but it's the truth.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. We can have a conversation. There's no problem. Even if you have different ideas, you have different ideas, I have different ideas, we can still have a conversation. There's really no problem. I'm good. I'm open to any discussion. There's no problem. You have your ideas. I have my ideas.
That's very good. That's very good.
No problem. Have a good day.
Have a good day, gentlemen. About the people who live there, putting people down?
The people who live in public housing and they have cars worth 112.
It raises questions. It's not cool. Ah, yes, Vincent. Oh, yeah?
Hang in there.
Hey, do you want to talk? I'm not talking. I'm not in the mood.
Did you see how I talked to him there with him, you know? Yeah, no, it's true. It's tough. It's not tough. It's not tough.
It's tough. What does that mean, Fascio? It's tough.
It's tough. Thank you.
He needs to be careful. Jordan, let's go. He's crazy. Thank you all. He's crazy, Jordan, for staying over there. He's gonna get torn apart. Yeah, there are cops, but it's quick, right? The cops are 10 meters away from him. It's going to be really quick. That's true, but you don't know me and yet you hate me. Ah, yeah, outside the procession, it's... Yeah, it's the edge. Yeah, when you leave the procession, there's a shady crowd waiting for you.
A quick round, and then to bed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, there's tension here.
He has some tension. It's a little Q word.
He needs to be careful.
It's biting. Did you see that? Hey guys, it's a tribute.
When you get hit, you don't have a job, man. You're not happy.
I'm fine. Someone died. This is a tribute.
We respect the dead.
We don't respect the dead? Did he say you're childish? Yes, of course, obviously. So here, actually, we can clearly see what's happening. It's that, in fact, all around there's a population that's obviously hostile and provoking. And so as a result, it heats up the group. That's what's happening. That's the truth. So what's the mood here?
That's the atmosphere here, because we're being provoked. We have to keep quiet, as usual.
Yeah, they want to prove to you that it's your fault, yeah.
They're just waiting for us to make a mistake. Because we think differently, they'll label it a Nazi demonstration. You've probably seen it on social media, demonstration, Nazi, and so on. And now, they're just waiting for one of us to say something stupid, and then it all gets swept under the rug, right?
Good.
Of course, that's not it at all. Our goal is just to march, to honor the memory of Quentin.
Yeah.
Exactly, Quentin. It's sad it's come to this, since the country is so divided and bigger problems exist. Me, personally, I'm really here to honor Quentin's memory. Yeah, there were 10 against 1. I mean, we've seen the videos, it shocks everyone.
It's dirty, yeah.
It's human. Motorcycles are about people, not politics. 10 against 1, as we see in the video from both sides, should shock everyone.
La Marseillaise? He's getting fired up. Oh, it's okay, guys. Hello, sir. Aren't you joining the parade?
No, but why?
Tell me.
Because I'm anti-fascist.
So you think we're fascist here?
Well, obviously, what else do you think it could be?
Are your videos edited on social media?
Sorry, nice to meet you.
Mr. Vincent Lapierre, yes, too bad.
He owns it. He stands by his ideas.
I own it, you know. Anyway, I say it every day on social media.
He doesn't give a warning. That's why he's really strong.
Well, yeah, but the gentleman is talking right now.
In any case, Vincent Lapierre, I am very happy to meet you, Mr. Vincent Lapierre. Well, listen, are you doing well?
It's mutual, very well, and yourself?
Is everything going well for you or not? Very well. Wait, give a smile in front of my camera because you don't smile often. Wait, guys, let's do it again. There you go.
Come on, at 8 in the morning it starts.
What kindness? No!
No, but it's 8 a.m. and it's just starting.
Well, no, we can't insult each other. Are you guys okay?
Very well.
Yeah.
Why my mother? Why my mother? They're not scary. Not mothers. Come on, not mothers. That's what I believe. And my mother, what does she have to do with all this? And my mother, what does she have to do with it?
They don't impress us, all that crap. They don't impress us. Lyon is an anti-fascist city. It's the city of Jean Moulin. It's a disaster to see that Jean Jaurès, they gather at Jean Jaurès Square.
Under your jacket, Jordan. Make me a target, please.
Come on, guys, shut your mouths. Let's settle this. Shut your mouths, but be careful.
Why? They look good, huh? They're all neat and tidy there.
Look, do they have yes?
They're all neat and tidy. Yes, yes, they're the good guys. They're the good guys. How many crimes have been committed by the far right in the last 10 years? Can you tell me?
You're earning a lot and I have none. Just send 15.
Send $15. Come on, reach into your pocket. Come on, for a Frenchman in trouble. Come on, go ahead.
Come on, get out of here. Go look somewhere else. Follow them.
I'm glad we're stopping by the side.
Well, I'll be damned.
We've got the Cap, 2 tickets, a restaurant. Come on, damn, the Cap is fine.
Yeah, I see that, I see that, I see that. Very welcoming, guys. You're on the right side, sir, huh? You see it's great, huh? That's civilization. Yeah. It's great. It makes you want to, huh? It makes you want to. Antifas, murderer, Antifas, murderer. They make people want to, huh? They really make you want to, huh? New France is super appealing, huh? Yeah, I love it. I love the project, huh? The project is right here, huh? Go ahead, film, film. She's your mother's Nick, so you insult like that easy? And why my mother? I'm disappointed you insult like that.
I'm disappointed.
Hello?
Hello?
Welcome.
Oh yes, thank you. Indeed, yeah.
You're fueling all this, you're feeding into all this. I think we're happy that there was a death, but hello?
Is that so? Did I say that?
He died, so what?
Well, go ahead, say it.
Well, there's a death. Well, it's very serious that someone died.
Am I saying otherwise?
Well, I don't know. You're asking me the question, what do you think about the death? But we're shocked, we're outraged, and we're not on any side. Stop saying nonsense.
You're attacking everyone.
Please, but you see, you can say things.
For nothing.
Well, yes, but why are you insulting me?
Well, because you're feeding things from the wrong side.
Yes?
Yes, you're feeding from the wrong side.
Hello?
Why are you involving us? We're not connected to this.
So no, of course, I never said you had anything to do with it.
We have nothing to do with it. We work, have children, and they're well-behaved machine. But every time we're attacked, actually, every time they cry, every time someone is attacked, every time something happens, we're afraid. Why?
Why? We're always afraid, actually, this fear. Why?
You see, what is it? I want...
Of course.
See, you can answer me, huh?
Look, I don't know myself.
Well, yes, me too. That's why we're here. I'm not here to fight or to insult, not at all. But why is it that every time something happens, it's immediately the Arabs, the blacks? Why?
Well, no, in this case...
There are Chinese, no, there are Vietnamese, there are Chinese.
No one that there in the procession.
Huh, look, everyone says that there.
It's a tribute. The ones insulting are them, not me.
No, but I know. But every time I watch your videos, because we watch you, you know, in the videos, you're confident. No, but I know they don't let you speak. They're angry, actually. They're angry like you, like them. We're all angry. Why, I don't know. There's something...
Well, it's true that you have to weigh the question, Mom.
At my age, I was already protesting against the fascists. You weren't even born yet, kid. Neither were you, huh? I was already there in '68. Do you think you're going to impress me? What do I care at my age?
It was Quentin who got killed there.
What was Quentin doing there that day? What was he doing there?
He was killed by anti-fascists.
Explain to me why he was there.
You? What about Quentin's death?
Why was he there? Yes.
But what do you think about that?
I think it's Nemesis who's responsible for Quentin's death.
And those who hit him on the ground aren't to blame?
Of course they are, sure, but they're the ones who came to mess with everyone.
But you can't protest in France without getting killed? Ah.
But in this case, it's more La France Insoumise or Rima Hassan who aren't allowed to protest.
Someone is hitting you there.
No one is hitting me.
So, you're at an anti-fascist protest and no one attacks you, but when we attend, we're killed? Doesn't that affect you or make you feel anything?
We can put back the mythic Rima Hassan, get her out of here.
No one is hitting you.
I'm coming to see.
You're here, you're anti-fascists. No one's hitting you, so why are you here? Answer that.
Obviously today you have to give a good image, look proper, act proper. Oh yes, right, it's not like this every day. Don't tell me nonsense, I know them.
Come with me in the procession, come with me in the procession.
No, I'm not going to go. But today it's the good image we're giving, we're the good guys.
The so-called fascists aren't attacking you. I'm called a fascist, but am I hitting you?
Well, I don't know if you are fascists.
The anti-fascists, they kill Vincent Lapierre. The anti-fascists, they kill...
You are borders, what does that mean?
No, I'm independent, but the Antifas, they kill, though, with kicks to the head, once.
Once you have one example, and I can give you a bunch. Examples of people who were killed by the far right. I know a lot of them, and you know it on social media. They're everywhere, even in the newspapers. Ruby Man, for example, not that long ago. Or the young Arab guys who get attacked and all. That's not so long ago either.
I condemn that, I condemn that.
Yeah, I condemn you.
You condemn Quentin's death.
Me, I say that if the Nemesis hadn't brought that young man to that place...
He wouldn't have...
That wouldn't have happened.
You're here, but you take no responsibility.
I'm 70.
You're here, you don't accomplish anything. Nothing. Exactly the young man.
He's 23 years old.
He has an asymmetry.
They took him somewhere he shouldn't have been and let him go. That's it.
You claim not to be Nazis, sir, yet you do nothing.
They let him down.
You claim there are the Nazis just 10 meters away, but you can't act, sir.
I didn't say non-Nazis.
Neo-fascists, fascists, but wait, just neo, I'll go join them. Vincent?
Not too much?
That you are
too far from your group, huh?
It's good, but there's the smile. Oh, there.
Vincent!
Are you condemning or not? What am I condemning? I'll condemn whatever you want.
I'll condemn whatever you want.
Courage to you guys. Thank you, this incredible crowd.
It's incredible.
What's wrong with Ruth?
You'll get over it if you want.
Not right away. She tore up a portrait of Quentin, destroyed it. She tore up a portrait of Quentin. Lynched by Antifas, 10-6 against 1, and they played penalty kicks with his head 15 times. Yes, she tore up a portrait of Quentin. Honestly, small gestures like that truly make a difference. It's just mind-blowing. Come on, what's going on? He's condemning thugs, you know.
Who come to provoke, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, he's throwing projectiles. Vincent Future. Oh, yeah, okay. But that's not it. It's that I have to do less. No Bordeaux, right? No, don't worry. You won't get any Bordeaux. I'll take care of you. It's true. Yeah, what you're saying is very reassuring. Look. Come. Actually, what we see is that it's pretty much always the same people who follow the procession. There are a lot of people, though. You know, there are a lot of people. There are several thousand people. It's okay. It's intense, right?
It's intense, but it could have been worse. Yeah, honestly, it could have been worse since the guys provoked. So you had Antifa and Rakai at the same time, and it could have gotten intense with something incredible, though, which is that everyone was very calm, despite the threats, the verbal aggression, and all that. They kept saying, come on, let's settle this, because they wanted to. And everyone stayed super calm. The security was professional. There wasn't a single police officer in sight. They arrived a little later, like after the first scuffle, when the police weren't there.
well, no need to see anything bad in it, but honestly, it means, first of all, that the police could have been there earlier. Maybe the authorities didn't fully realize what was actually happening. And it also means that the procession is behaving really well. So honestly, that's something to be commended. How do you feel about today? I'm amazed by how many people there are. I have to admit, I really wasn't expecting this at all. Just by eyeballing it, I think there are around 10,000 people here. In any case, that's what I see. That's my estimate. This is a historic mobilization, despite the lies from the left, who have launched the most disgusting attacks possible. Well, France is here. In fact, there are families here, even though obviously a lot of people were afraid to come because of the lies. The left, there are elderly people, there are people coming with young people, with women, etc. In short, there's a really beautiful diversity, I think. Honestly, I am very happy, and my thoughts are with Quentin and all his loved ones who are seeing this. A peaceful gathering, despite provocations from the Antifas and troublemakers on the side, with such an impressive number of dignified people. We're nothing like how the left has shamefully portrayed us.
In fact, the left was saying that it was a neo-Nazi gathering.
No, but honestly, I laugh nervously, as I often do when dealing with the left, because I don't even understand. Did the people who said that actually believe it? That's the question I'm asking myself. In my opinion, this is the most cynical kind of manipulation possible. I pulled out a little image from a headline of L'Humanité, the communist media outlet. In 1956, during the Hungarian uprising in Budapest, the entire Hungarian population wanted to free themselves from the communist yoke, to fight against communist totalitarianism and militarism and L'Humanité. At that time, the headline said that fascist gangs were ravaging Budapest, so the revolutionaries fighting for freedom and the self-determination of the Hungarian people were labeled as fascists by L'Humanité. We're facing the same thing now, a manipulation that's both cynical and disgusting. I can't describe it any other way.
Excuse me, sir, why are you here?
I'm here to start putting an end to this mess caused by Jean Gard and Mélenchon. I want Mélenchon to leave, to go away, to be thrown into the dustbin of history.
I'm not sure that's realistic since his group still supports him.
Yes, but we'll get there. If we keep attacking him, he'll end up leaving. That guy is a bastard.
Why? Why, tell me, what bothers you about him?
What bothers me is that there's a summary of hatred there. It's real hatred. And he hates us for who we are. He wants the death of this country.
He's a racist, actually.
Absolutely, you said the word, but yes, he says racialist. It's racist, real, pure and simple.
Anti-France, anti-French?
Anti-France, yes, if you want. Of course, it seems...
That political commitment like that is the privilege of youth, of young people.
Yes, that's true. I'm very happy.
And you're here, yes.
Of course. But because I have grandchildren, I'm aware of what's happening here. I refuse our disappearance, you understand? I refuse it. I don't accept it.
And at the same time, sir, it's your generation that created these conditions.
Yes, of course, but I wasn't always like this. I used to be very stupid too. Ah, yes.
You're aware of that, right?
Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes, of course. Then one day I realized that we were being lied to. They wanted our destruction. So you see, I defend myself, I defend my family, I defend my country. So I don't do much, it's true, but the little I can do, I do it.
And Quentin, in all this?
Quentin was a great guy, probably really great, the kind of guy you would have wanted to have. I would have wanted to have him as a friend when I was 20, an amazing guy, I'm sure of it. It makes me really sad.
And do you think that this anger we're feeling here, could it have an impact on the elections or not? Does it actually change anything in the end? Well, listen, first of all, I think the people who are here and who have been smeared because they've been called Nazis, fascists, all sorts of terrible things, when actually, if you just look at the images, that's completely false, damn it. I mean, really, it's a complete lie? That's it, it's a complete lie. I can't believe it. I'm getting angry. I'm starting to get worked up. I need to calm down. We have to stay dignified. But seeing the difference between the crazy talk from the left and the reality, I just don't understand. Honestly, do you really think they're scum? But electorally, yes, I think there are people who are going to vote, no matter what happens. Against the left, it's not necessarily the people in this protest who are important electorally. It's the people in the center. Because, well, the people on the left, they're fanatical. That's it. There are people who accept political violence like that. They're fanatical. There's nothing we can do about them. On the other hand, the people in the center who are watching the madness, the lies, the disgusting manipulations of the left, well, in a second round against them, between the ERN and La France Insoumise, the cordon sanitaire will still exist, but now it will be against La France Insoumise. That's it, that's certain.
I'm not sure it will last, but if early legislative elections were held tomorrow, almost no LFI deputies would remain, and Raphael Arnault wouldn't be elected. For example, normal people actually, with common sense, even if they vote for Macron, even if they vote a bit to the left, normal people can no longer tolerate La France Insoumise. And this protest, well, it's yet another demonstration that violence and excess are on the left side. Common sense, respect, patriotism, and appreciation for order are actually on the right side. And that ordinary people who are watching these images, they're thinking, yes, never again a vote for LFI, and that's important electorally, I think.
Thank you, Vincent Lapierre. Thank you, Vincent Lapierre. Thank you, Vincent Lapierre.
That's kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the work. Thank you.
We're proving to you that they're here.
These journalists, it's true.
These journalists, thank you.
That's kind, that's kind.
Thank you. Wow, that's touching you too, Thomas. Thank you. No wolves, no prison.
Walk back in prison, walk back in prison, walk back in prison.
So, you walk for Quentin?
Or is it a political march? Me, I walk for Quentin, and I had the same convictions. I have the same convictions as him for France, for Europe, for our families, for our children.
Do you understand it can get out of hand in this context? Antifa?
If it gets out of hand, it's because of the Antifas who come to provoke. You know, when you're Antifa, you think you're on the good side. And they have a license to kill. We've seen it. They have a license to kill. They've killed because they think they have no honor. Actually, they have no morals. They think they're on the good side, and that gives them every right. A sort of license to kill. They've used it, and it will happen again. So we need to warn the French people about the danger of the Antifas, the far left, the LFI militias.
How did you find these questions overall?
They were biased.
Oh yes, that's true. Yes. What kind of questions did you ask?
They wanted to know if things would get out of hand, how it would get out of hand, when it would get out of hand, why we were politicizing things. For them, that was politicization. So I reminded this journalist that on the one hand, 85% of journalists vote left, and that information is given very, very poorly in France. And that in this case, the demonstration, the tribute was going very well. We were recalling facts. The facts are that far left militias, Antifa, allied with LFI, killed a young patriot. And on these signs, quite simply, it's just the facts that are presented. There's nothing more political or electoral than that.
So an interview with a French person paid by our taxes biased?
Yes, well, it's often during editing that they mess things up. They often have a lot of footage, and they'll take a little bit here, a little bit there, cut someone out, pick the guy who maybe had one beer too many. Well, it's kind of a circus, a theater. Unfortunately, a lot of French people, average Joe, as Oberton says, don't see all that. We need to have some kind of light to realize what's going on. And I think there are a lot of people who are awake to the political climate in France who are here today.
Get involved. Don't just settle for this demonstration. Keep mobilizing, because Quentin's memory will live on in our collective nation. We must no longer be ashamed. We will take responsibility. We will go out into the streets. We will go out into our squares. We will come to reclaim our public space, because this is our home. This is our home. This is our home. Check the sign in the top left. I'm not asking you to boo it. They see us as the camp of hate, but we're actually the camp of love. Because when we look at Quentin, we see a young man who was devoted, who was Catholic, who loved his neighbor. Everything we do out of love.
Love is superior to hate, they put it that way, love through lynching. I like the concept of paying tribute to a 23-year-old young man lynched on the ground by 10 people. And these guys, they dare to put up a sign saying love is superior to hate. Anything is possible on the left, anything is possible on the left.
My friends, this protest is historic. There are thousands of us in the street. There will be a before and an after. Quentin, we will refuse to surrender. We will keep fighting. The street, France, we are wrong.
How's it going with this handsome...
This beautiful tribute?
This lovely tribute and portrait of Quentin. May he rest in peace.
He was my classmate, you know.
Yes, and what kind of young man was he? So...
What we saw on television, the picture they painted of Quentin, it's absolutely horrifying and absolutely not true. He was a very discreet, friendly person. I met him just this year because he came in the second year at my university. And if you want, it horrified me to see what happened. And I'm very glad to see that so many people are coming together to pay tribute to him. Because what happened is horrifying, it's abominable, and it's terrible. And so it affects me personally.
And Quentin was Franco-Peruvian.
Franco-Peruvian, I learned that I didn't know.
So it's a Franco-Peruvian killed by several Franco-French. Actually white, Antifas, yeah, that's extraordinary.
It's extraordinary. Antifas, fascists.
In reality, Antifas in quotation marks.
In quotation marks, there you go.
Oh, but what a horror.
It's abominable. It's abominable. Our class is still extremely shaken. The university, it's the same. There you go.
They threw stones at us from a balcony, and it gets worse.
Justice for Quentin?
Justice for Quentin, justice for Quentin.
Look, there.
Justice Quentin, justice for Quentin, justice for Quentin.
So here, clearly, there's a guy who wants to get into a fight. It's okay, that's true. And what happened? Basically, they threw some
stones from
up there onto the procession. Stay behind the top, just behind the top. Try to be careful. Now, they're capable of anything. We'll try not to go past the banner. It's very important. Justice, 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 Quentin.
Justice for Quentin, justice for Quentin, justice for Quentin, justice for Quentin.
Here, this is the street. This is the street where Quentin was lynched. I recognize it because we were attacked by 3 Antifas who threw mortar at us right here. And actually, I wanted to see this corner of the street. I wanted to see what was here because actually Sciences Po is just over there at the end of the tunnel. And as I was arriving here, the guy came and charged at us. And I saw that some guy said it was staged. Are you crazy or what? That's nonsense. I recognize it. We were here, exactly here. Do you remember, Thomas?
It's okay, man. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
And actually, we weren't exactly at the spot where Quentin got lynched. It was just 15 meters behind us. And then the procession arrives on Lagrange Street where Quentin fell. Ah, they're flipping people off, look. Studea, aren't those student residences funded by our taxes?
In a way, France belongs to us.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yes, it's here, it's here, it's here. This is where he was beaten to death.
I also invite Quentin's friends to display a banner they made themselves with all their effort to pay tribute, a personal tribute, to their dear friend.
As you may be able to see, we also have a beautiful en-fleur leg with a French flag and a second en-fleur leg that carries the whole idea, the love of our comrade and our friend Quentin. All right, thank you.
Today the fight is straightforward. Let's really give it our all.
Well, it went really well. Of course, there were a few minor issues with the local population, but otherwise it went really, really well.
In any case, as for the demonstration, it was very dignified, nothing to say. A beautiful tribute to Quentin. France is like us, ordinary people nobody notices, with kids the same age as Quentin. You don't raise children like that, telling them it's normal to kick someone in the head. And I tell myself that maybe in the end I'll leave, I'll go back home. This isn't what we think of as civilization. Striking a man who's down is strictly forbidden.